This is great. So we are here on this YouTube channel, and it is 9:01 p.m. on December the 10th of 2021. So I've been over here at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov looking at that great big ship. I do not think it's a planet. I don't think that ship over here is a planet. I really don't. They'll never convince me of it. It doesn't matter what they'll do. My mind's done made up. Okay, my mind's done made up. And you can see that there is a smaller ship down here at the bottom. But I've got the arrow pointed at something that it's really small. It's about like that. It came down from below, and it literally is flying super fast straight toward that dark pathway that leads away from the sun, you all. And I'm wondering what it is, because it's not going the normal speed. I don't know if it's some kind of weapon or supersonic craft or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, you all, but I thought, it's so tiny and I can barely see it, but I saw it moving. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. We have got ourselves on here. Hello. Let me pop on over and say hello to you all, because I can do it. Hello, everyone. Boom. Here we go. Bang, bang, muck, bang. Apple Brooks, King Ahuka Mundo. Hello. Yes, hello, everyone. Yeah. All righty. I think we're on here. We are on here, you all. We're going to go over to this iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. So we're going to come on over to it. I'm going to take you to that screen right here, and you can see that this is the Soholasco C3. Now we can zoom this up. You can tell that this doesn't look like a planet. It really doesn't. But this right here doesn't look like a planet either. Now see, this showed up because of this teeny tiny thing right here, you all. Let me see if I can make that any bigger than what I've got it. See how small this looks? It looks so small. But yet this gigantic ship showed up right as this thing was passing. Whatever this thing is, it's strange. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it is what we're going to do. If I can, Gina, honey, you got it going way down too low, you all. Got it going too low. That's what I've got. It's way too low. That's okay. We're going to do it. We are going to push that button. That's what we're going to do. First, I'm going to push it because it's kind of blinking, and I don't want you all to see the blinking that's taking place with it. I don't. You might be able to see it blinking on my face, but that's okay. I'm going to pretend like I don't see it blinking, even though it's blinking. Yes. You got some tornado sirens going off, Jimmy. You probably got some bad weather headed your way. So you all, let's look at this. So this is current. This Soholasco see-through is see-through. It's not too see-through. It's pretty current, you all. It's pretty current. Look at this. So I'm going to tell you where it's at. Let me see if I can get down here. Okay. There it is right here. It's going up the screen. Right there. Did you see that one ship? It goes up here, and then all of a sudden something comes out right there, you all. Let me see if I can. I'm going to make it a tad bit bigger. You can see all these other ships flying all around, and they're not Elon Musk satellites either. They're great big long ships that are attached to one another. See, here it goes. It's literally like wobbling up there, you all. Let me make it even bigger. Now see, these are going at normal speed. All of these other things are going with normal speed, as if there was like debris flying around, but not this one thing that comes barreling up. Here it is right here. Like what is that, you all? Let me make it bigger. Make it a little bit bigger, because I know it's really small for you all to see, but it literally showed up out of nowhere. I couldn't find where it began because it was so tiny in the debris field down below. There it is right there. Can you see it going? Right up there. It goes into there. and then a ship comes out up here when it does. See how small these are? These are just going at normal speeds, just going on their way, you all, is what they're doing. They're on their merry way, except for that one thing. And I don't see no large explosion or anything. I really don't. The only thing I see that's different, if you all just hang on there with me, the only thing I see is different with it is, let me get it over here. I got to go to it. I want to get it to where that one ship shows up, because it shows up just in a blink of an eye. Just a little momentary blink. At look at at 54. 54 is it 54 minutes past midnight? Is what it is. 54 minutes past midnight. See, there's nothing else around. And I wouldn't think a ship would be going that fast. I really wouldn't. Maybe a rocket or something, you all. Well, I can't slow it down on here. I can only go like this. I can only go like this, you know, but you all can't really see it. If I go like this, I can like, even if I see, wait, I might be able to do it like this. If I enlarge my screen, you might be able to see it some. If it won't blink on me. See, it blinks on me. That's why I can't do it like that. Okay, there it is right there. See, it's teeny tiny going up, but I can't. Look, there was even these things right here following behind it. Now, these things right here, I saw these come on the product before, and those things went into the sun, and there was an explosion that happened. But I can't really do that right there because it's so teeny tiny, you all. It's very teeny tiny. Look what's happening over here with this. This ain't no planet. Well, we got some thunder going on. This is not a planet either, you all. Look at this. Isn't that strange? See, it's got all these ships all around it. Whatever that was supposed to be, that don't look like a planet either. That was like going over there. Look at that. I guess that was a ship. Yeah, that was a ship that just showed up out of nowhere. Oh, wow. It showed up out of nowhere, you all. I didn't know that. Let me push this back to me so you all... We know that the one thing is a ship, but that other thing that came flying by at that product, I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. I really am not. Well, a lot of this stuff looks like machines. You know, they got lots of movies about machines and stuff, you know. Big old machines that come. Y'all, let's look at this for a second. You can watch it. You know what some people do, if you do like this takes up the whole screen, but then you got it all squashed. It's all squashed on here like that. But you can see everything on one great big gigantic screen, and you know, you could probably even blow it up even more. And all this stuff flying around. See, you can see it right there going up there. Boom. Yeah, I can watch it. But I can't slow it down. Not on my end. If you've ever come to these products and you slow it down, you'll see that all of these things that are just flashing, there it goes. Right there. Whatever it is. It's one of many ships, probably. It's either a ship or it's some kind of a weapon, but nothing exploded. Nothing at all exploded on that product right there at all. So let me stop this. Let's look at this planet right here that they call a planet again. We can look at it. Is what we can do. Does that look like a planet? Because it really don't look like one to me at all. Oh my goodness, you all. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on in the world, you all. There is a whole lot of things going on in the world. A whole lot. And look up here. See these things up here on this? Those right there are ships. And yeah, They're not Elon's satellites, although there is a theory about his satellites, and it has to do with the AI, his satellites and AI, and connecting everything together overhead is what it has to do with. Connecting everything overhead. See, because if he's flying his satellites all around the world, so then you see how this right here, group of these went over here? So if he's flying his satellites all over the world, oh wow, did you see what's coming out of that sun? We got this great big old, look at these. These ships literally came out of the sun. And then you have this great big long thing of them right there. But these are different. Sometimes I wonder, when you see something like that, like, did it literally come out from behind here, like in an opening to another portal, like the sun's a portal? They just flew out of here. I've never saw one that big, but if you look at the design, it kind of looks like the design of this, except this is totally separated. But they do look like one and the same, the streaks that come across it right here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I do like to get over here every once in a while to see what they've got going on here, because sometimes they got a lot going on. Look, now see, look at that. Look how big this is, you all. And this is on the 8th. This looks mechanical. It really looks like something very mechanical. Some kind of a mechanism. This is kind of new to me. I've never seen them that wide, those ships. But this is really, I think it's all different types of shapes with notches. That's exactly what it looks like Lego things. And they're forming one great big massive ship. It looks all disorganized. It looks like pieces of it are like breaking off of it. But you know, it shows up all of a sudden. It's really hard to read these at times because you don't know what's going on. And then you look up here and you have a smaller set of ships right here that are congregated together. And then if you look up here, you have these. I will say something about these right here, and I'm going to be quite honest with you. When I was taking photos, I had these show up in my photos, and I thought, I can't share those. That's what I told myself. Gina, you can't share those. Those don't look like ships, but now they're showing up on here. They show up on NASA's product, and they look similar to the ships that I've taken pictures of, is what they look similar to. And it was like half of the ships were these type on the screen. Can you see that? I don't know what I'm on. Half of the ships that I took were these type in my photos, and then half were the other types. If you hadn't seen the ships that I took pictures of, I'm gonna show you. Let me just put this back to me. I think I've got my I got my one external hooked up. I want to come over here if I can find a photo that has them in that, you all. And show you that, because it's really I can hear that thunder out there, and it's really loud. It's really loud. Wait a minute. I want you to look at this. This right here is a ship that is in the sky. Okay, you say, Gina, that's a reflection off your phone. No, it really isn't. This was in the western sky, in the corner when I took a picture, right like that, right in the sky. And I thought, you know, what ships look like that? It really was in the sky, you all. But I'm supposed to be looking for those one ships that I was telling you that kind of looked like that, you all. Is what I'm supposed to do, because I got so many pictures in here. I really got too many to look at. Yes, hello. Oh, Ryder, honey, you come and join us. That's so nice of you. It's very nice of you, you all. We got Ryder is who we got. Yeah. Bang, bang. And if I can't find it right away, you all, I'm not going to show you, but I will show you some of these if you hadn't seen them. Let me just show you just a tad bit, you all. I haven't taken pictures in a long time, but this was some of them. Now, NASA's products don't look like these. However, I have saw some of these on their one products in the sun is what I've seen like that, you all. See, you can't make this stuff up. Here's what I've noticed. Okay, let's talk about this. You all, can we just talk about this? I want to talk about the cubes, like that pattern behind here, because you know when you go to those live webcams, you are seeing at times, you're seeing this hatching in the background. This like looks like cube thing hatching in the background. See, this showed up on my photos right here. And you know, you can find them on the TV. See, look how big some of these ships are hooked together. See, you can find this things on the TV. So I'm wondering what's happening because it's the same pattern. It just dawned on me, you all. The same pattern. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who these ships belong to. I just say they're light ships. They're light ships. I don't get a negative feeling from them at all. I don't. But they showed up in my camera. And it looks like some of these have the little brown heads in them. Yeah. But then it's like that cross hatching, you all, is what it is. So, oh wow, look down here. Look down here. Look at this. Looks like the windows that you see in the sky in the clouds. Are you seeing this right here? Can you see what I'm pointing to? It literally, I can't blow it up any bigger. Can y'all see those windows down there? Because I can't blow that up any bigger. But these look just like the windows that are seen in some of the clouds. And they're great big long. They are massive when you see them like that. And this literally does look like them. So this is on a micro scale. But when you look in the sky, when you see those great big long clouds with windows, that's a macro size. Yeah, that literally is big. It's massive. Wow, I did not see. I never looked at that part of the photo before. I haven't looked at these in a long time, but that it looks just like those windows, and they just like that, and they're big long ships, and they often have what looks like something inside of there. That's right, Dennis. All the time, you all the time in the clouds. So it really is rather remarkable. It is. It's quite remarkable. Gina, you got to make that smaller. Yeah, they look these ships. They look like advanced technology, you all. This right here, literally. Now, listen to me. Listen. There are massive ships. Now, those right there, they don't look like the ships that I took with my clip-on lens, but these literally are in the clouds. You can see it right here. That's with my phone sticking out the window, taking a picture. That is a massive ship right there in the clouds. You know, it doesn't fit in at all. It doesn't, you all. Yes, it is so wild. It's extremely wild. And I think this is the dark fleet. So the dark clouds and the dark fleet. Y'all look how teeny tiny that is. It's really tiny. Gina, honey, can you get your camera to go? I'm trying to get through some of these, you all. Oh, I like this right here. Just like that. Look like underwater ships. It kind of look like something that would be underwater, you all, is what some of these look like. And you know, who knows? Maybe they are underwater. Maybe they are. It's really interesting. All of it's interesting, you all. Yes. Let me put this back to me. I'm just trying to find a hello. Oh my goodness gracious me. Yeah. I am hearing that thunder out there, you all, is what I'm hearing. And you know what? It's okay. It's quite all right if I hear it. Let me push this here. So these are on the sun right here. These type of ships, they are on the sun, and they come in and out of the sun. And where they go to when they go in there, I have no idea, but they are on the sun. For those who may not know. Ooh, Gina. Okay, can you see this? See this ship right here? This right here, let me tell you about this ship. It literally, when I was coming home one day, it was cloaked in the clouds in the western sky. I was coming down the road that leads to my house. It literally, this shape right here, cloaked in the clouds. And I kid you not. You can see the rest up here, parts of that ship. Look at these. It's literally like behind those clouds. They are sitting behind the clouds is what they're doing. They're cloaked in the clouds. Look, you can see the outline of a window over here. Just vaguely see the outline of a window, you all. It's not easy to bring things out of these photos at all. If you've tried to do it, it's not easy. This is what the photo looked like right here. And it was right there, right down there, and then the other ship was like right up there, cloaked in those clouds, and over here too. So you can tell by looking at these are not normal either, you all. So if you're all outside and you're taking pictures and you see clouds that look like this and they're perfectly straight, 9 times out of 10, there are ships in those clouds. That's what you're looking at. And they're trying to blend in as if they're not a ship, but you know that they are a ship. That's what I'm saying. You know that they are a ship. Let me do this. I tried to add a little bit more color to bring them out, and I did bring them out a tad bit more. Yeah, if you don't watch yourself, you're going to get obsessed with it. It's going to consume you. It's going to consume every bit of you. That's what I want to say. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Hello, everyone. So we're going to get back over here. How did I even get over there on that? We're supposed to be over here on this, the iswa.gfsc.nasa.gov. That's where we're supposed to be, looking at these ships right here. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was looking for a ship like this teeny tiny one, but I didn't find it, you all. So if you're just tuning in, if I can get over to that thing that popped up on the sun, if I can get to that moment, I'll do it, you all. We can do it. I got to put it back to me, you all, because I've got it blinking. Let me do this. Whoo! Yeah, there are thousands of ships out there. There's tons of them. And you know, there's different types. And they don't all belong to the same race of beings at all. They don't. Yeah. Okay, I'm over here. That's great. All right, you all. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about this thing going up the screen, and then you see this one ship literally shows up. This ship right here literally shows up. Even though this is small, this must have been very important for this larger ship to show up. And I think this was an opposing ship. And this was an opposing ship. They weren't with each other at all. That's what I feel. These were not one and the same. They did not belong to the same armies. How about that? This was different than this one right here. That's what I want to say. Yeah. Well, I am going to go, you all. This is a short video, but I am going to go. So I do want to thank you all for coming on here. Let's see. Let me get over here. See you all. We can see you. Boom. We have got you all. Jimmy, honey. Oh, you're so very welcome. You all. Well, I wouldn't go, but I would go, but I don't want to go, but I will go. Because I don't know what else I would share. I really don't, even though there's gobs of things to share. Tons and tons of things, you all. But I don't like to do too long of a videos. I don't. I really, really don't. Let's look at this. Yeah. So, with that being said, you all, thank you once again for coming on here, and thank you moderators for being on here. And go check out those NASA products if they so interest you, because if you slow them down and you take a screenshot and you enlarge the pictures, you can see a lot more that's going around in the skies up there, a whole lot more. So thank you once again. And with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and you might see me later, but I won't promise it. I won't. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thank you all so much for joining. Love you.